Here we have example 5 for solving proportions. Again, we're going to stay with that same idea from the previous examples. I want to multiply by the common denominator. And so I'll multiply by 3.4 and by 4.2. As I multiply that, as I distribute that across, notice that the 3.4 would drop out from the first fraction because this is the top, this is the numerator, this is the denominator. Connected through multiplication, I can cancel that out. And so this would come down as 4.2 times x minus 1.2. In a similar way, as I distribute this to the second fraction, the 4.2's can drop out, and so I would have 3.4 times x plus 7.7. I'll distribute each of these leading terms across the respective parentheses, and this would give me 4.2x minus 5.04 equaling 3.4x plus 2.38. From here I'm going to want to move my terms. Remember, we always pick on the lower coefficient, so 4.2 versus 3.4. 3.4 is the smaller of the coefficients. If I move the x terms all the way over to the left, that means that I want the constants over to the right, so I'll move this 5.4 over to the other side. And I can write this as 4.2x minus 3.4x equaling 2.38 plus 5.04. From here, I want to combine like terms and simplify everything. So I go 4.2, take away 3.4, and that gives me 0.8x equaling 5.04 plus 2.38, 7.42. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 0.8. And as I divide by 0.8, I get x equaling 9.275. Now for this problem, because the original question was written with decimals, I'll accept a decimal. That's a general rule. If I want to convert it though, there are times where I might ask you to give me an exact answer. That's why I'm pulling this calculator up here. What I can do is hit the second and then the F to D button right here. It says F to D. If I do that, it'll take my answer and it'll convert it from the decimal form into the fraction form, or vice versa depending on the problem. And for this one it says 9 and 11/40. So as a mixed number, this would be 9 and 11/40. You do need to be a master of using your calculator. As I've said several times, you need to know everything about the calculator, and for this chapter I'm going to give you a lot of decimals, I'm going to give you a lot of these strange fractions, and we're going to get into something called trig where you will not be able to do the math without a calculator. So as a reminder to all students, please make sure you're bringing in your calculator. As you can see here, this is the one I've asked everyone to get, the TI-30X II-S.